Good. We are live. About a minute late here, but not bad, not bad, not bad. Apparently, YouTube makes you wait 24 hours whenever you start up a new account streaming thing. So that's what we were going to do this yesterday, but YouTube made us wait 24 hours in order to get to our thing. So I want to introduce everybody to Terra Synn. Terra Synn is as one of our longtime regulars. They're a special exclusive little group that certainly has shown us the most support over the last few months. It's a very small group. Hopefully, we'll expand that a little as the months roll on. But Terra is certainly one of our most devoted stream pals. So I want everybody to get to know Terra Synn in this interview here, and I will introduce I will introduce the woman herself. Terra Synn, how are you?
Are you six?
I'm doing well. There was a bit of an interesting thing last night. There was a there was an effort on the part of persons unknown to massively downvote Scooby's stream last night, and they appeared to be very misled and highly mistaken group of people who, for whatever reason,
Thought I
I
thought I was that Rose Patton
Rose
chick.
Patton.
Yeah.
Who is Rose? I don't. Who I?
So I went and looked her up, and I think they were associating me because of the gas mask on my avatar.
That's the only thing that I can think of that they would make any association with Rose Patton. Okay. Um, yeah, it's really bizarre. It's really very bizarre, and I just I'm at a loss for words for the most part. That's
Usually, when I'm someone else, I fess up to it.
yeah. And here's an interesting thing. I've never actually heard you ever bring up flat Earth ever.
Fucking
Uh,
round. It's as round as your testicles.
yeah, yeah, it is. I've always made that joke.
On a massive scale.
Yeah, I've always made that joke that I would love to see like a steel cage match between the flat earthers and the hollow theory earthers. That would be fun. That'd be fun to watch. That'd be like a so so Tara, um, you're not this Rose Patton
Oh
person,
well.
certainly not. And but we'd like to know who you really are, and well, not really who you really are because we don't want to dox you, but who Terra Synn is. First off, I would like to ask just how did you discover the Chaos 120 group, and how did you come to be part of our regular roundup of guests?
Well, it started with my brother getting me to watch Lords of the Night on there, chit chatting, and actually was like, "Hey, come check out this group, Chaos 120." So I'm like, "Okay, send me the link." So he sent it to me in Kick. Clicked on it, because I was doing everything from my phone. I'm on there, and I started out pretty much harassing Scooby because I found out he was Italian. So I just started saying, "Say it's a me, Mario," and got him to try and say it, and he's at first like, "Fuck you." And you guys were like, "No, you got to do it with the accent." And finally, he did it, and I was so fucking happy. And then I was on one night, that it was a Friday night, of course, so Scooby was hosting, and I'm like, "Hey, Scooby, these in your panel." it was a fucking sausage fest.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You offering?" And I'm like, "I wouldn't have said anything if I wasn't offering." And he threw me a Hangout link, and and then I just kept getting links.
Yeah, we do have
And
an over aside from Weibo and the odd female guests that we have every now and again. It does typically tend to be a bit of a sausage fest. So you kind of you add that bit of estrogen to the mix that I think that kind of balances out just a little more than it otherwise would be.
along with all of y'all, so
Yeah,
it works out.
it works out. Yeah, and let's see. I am to know that you have an Etsy store, and
Yes.
tell us more about your Etsy store. What kind of products you're currently producing, and where you kind of see yourself in probably the next 5 months as your Etsy goes.
On the Etsy store, all we have is spring wreaths, and that's just because we still have them and we're trying to get rid of them. I'm hoping as soon as I get all these pre-cut purses sewn up. I've taken pictures on the Etsy store. They should be going. Some purses should be popping up on the Etsy store soon. As soon as we can, because every time you post something, it's 20 cents that they charge you each month for each posting.
Right.
Me and my cohort Roxy, we're hoping to get the purses up in the next week or two.
And what kind of purses are you currently producing, and what kind of purses would you like to be producing in the near future?
I'm making what would be considered kid purses, but they're actually just small purses for anyone to use. I've got My Little Pony, I've got Star Wars, I've got Florida Gator purses. I can get the fabric. I'm gonna have Florida Seminole purses because, well, I'm in fucking Florida. Anyone that listens knows I hate fucking Florida man stories.
I think Colleen Bernier gets kind of a kick out of posting those
Swear.
stories. She's trolling the Floridian here.
And I'm hoping that in the next 5 months, the purses at least are selling well. I'm not gonna make the wreaths anymore. That's gonna be on Roxy. They're taking away from my time of making purses. Right now, they're small purses. I'm making small box bottom purses with like either a snap or a Velcro close. And I'm also making some small messenger bags.
Okay.
They're going to be really cute. Have patterns for large uh, box bottom purses and large messenger bags, which once these small ones are done, I'm going to be making some large ones.
Yeah, yeah. So everybody that downvoted Scooby last night, this woman is concerned with making purses, not flat Earth. Just wanted to reiterate that. Unless she makes a purse with the theme of the, the flat Earth, that'd be funny. That'd be funny if you're to
I
make
might do
like
some with compasses on it, but that's about it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's see. You have let's see. You have a Patreon as well as your Etsy store thing. That is going to be in the description. Anybody who is interested in supporting Terra Synn, go to her Etsy store and buy her stuff. She has a few ambitions as far as what all this stuff will fund. She'll get into that a little bit more in just a minute. Also, her Patreon is down there in the description. So if you would like to help out Terra Synn, uh, get some cashage going there, get some cashola, then yeah, we have a way for you to do that. Also, there is a link
Because
to
the
her.
more money I get, the better product, the better quality products I can buy to make better quality items.
Exactly, exactly. And there's also a link there to her channel. So go ahead and sub to her and support her in that way as well. Let's see. Uh, we have an event coming up in the next few months in September. It's going to be the Mother of All Rallies, and you've expressed some interest and
I'm going to a.
yeah, going to.
Sorry, I can't believe I'm going to a Trump rally. In case anyone doesn't know, I'm a fucking liberal, little L, but I'm a liberal.
So I would also describe you as kind of like a small L libertarian in a lot of ways. So that's so yeah. So the Mother of All Rallies, you've expressed some interest in going there and cosplay as a character. Why don't you tell us all about that?
I decided because one of the reasons why I think I got group and stayed is because I do a decent Harley Quinn impression.
It's pretty
I
good.
like Harley Quinn. I always have.
Eileen Sorkin is it's always going to be the grand poobah of Harley Quinn, but you do a pretty decent job.
And so talking to Burnside off of air and everything, and I was doing my Harley Quinn impression on him. I'm like, "How you doing, Mr. B?"
Yeah.
If I was there, you'd be king of the wood. Like.
Yeah.
So, Joker impression. And I was like, I know how I'm going to make sure that you notice me at more. And he's like, how's that? I said, I'm going to go as fucking Harley Quinn. I'm going to dye my hair half red, half black, and I'm going to make the outfit. At least a version for me because, well, I'm a curvy girl. And that was made, that Harley Quinn wears in the original animated Batman series. It's not going to work for me because I'm going to show curves no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm going to make my own little outfit that's going to be really, really cute.
Put your own stamp on the product, as it were.
Yeah, pretty much. I like to do cosplay anyway. Yeah. And I got that started, and now he's going to go as the Joker.
Okay. That ought to be pretty fun.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see. Part of the reason that you're looking for a little more spending cash is of course to pay your way up to the Mother of All Rallies, which for anybody who doesn't know what that is a gathering, a gathering of many different opinions and points of view in Washington D.C. And it's going to be an interesting little thing. And they went last year. Of course, you can look at the footage that's on Scooby 331's channel, as well as Diogenes of Sinope on their channel, to get kind of an idea of what.
Watching Lacey try and eat Burnside's liver.
The Lacey we're talking about, of course, is Lacey McCauley. It's been kind of an infamous little video that's you can find on YouTube of this crazy woman who is going after our friend Burnside for being a what's the term she used? Fake
anarchist.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like it's going to be a fun thing. I don't know if I'm going to make it myself, but I certainly hope that you're able to go and have a lot of fun.
Someone that's supposed to pay my round trip tickets there. I'm trying to get him to do it now while the tickets are still cheap.
Just want to acknowledge.
What I need.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say I need the other money so that I have spending cash while I'm there.
Yeah.
Years, I also need to be able to press pass. Apparently, Scooby knows how to do that shit. I just don't have the cash.
Right. Yeah, it's no fun to go somewhere and you don't have a little spending cash to make your trip a little more comfortable, a little more versatile, a little more fun. be able to spread your wings out just a little more, and yeah, of course that. I certainly hope you get enough.
Burnside's outfit for him being the Joker. I told him I'd find the outfit.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing the the pictures for that one. That'd be kind of awesome. So let's see. So we're entering the final stretch of the interview here. Let's see. You probably have a few things that you'd like to add to add to the discussion here. So I'll let you go on and do that. First, I wanted to acknowledge Cryptic in the chat. Hey, Cryptic, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the new channel, the Chaos120 Group's channel, and certainly welcome to this wonderful interview of Terra Synn. So Terra Synn, let's hear your thoughts.
Wow. I know I love the growth in a spot. um,
Putting you on the hot seat here.
I know no matter what happens with me, because if anyone knows, Burnside and I are, have a little thing going. We just don't know what the hell's going on yet.
Right.
Of what happens with me and him, I'm not leaving Chaos.
Right. Well,
Streaming family, you've accepted me. We already had an issue with one person, and everybody chewed that person out, and it was just like, yay!
Yeah. You've certainly become, you've become part of the pack, I guess you could say. You've become part of the pack. So
well, doing this streaming is also a therapy for me. Like people, in general.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
horrible anxiety, and this actually kind of helps me.
Yeah, it's certainly I find it therapeutic myself. Probably not to the same degree that you do, but this is certainly a social situation which it negates many of the kind of risks that one would otherwise run into with like IRL kind of situations. But that's I guess that's the benefit that we have of being at least semi-anonymous within a group that is also semi-anonymous to each other, and it's good to know that we're providing that for you as far as that sort of regular sort of daily dose of sort of, I guess, would you characterize it as sort of like leveling things out as far as you go?
In a way, yeah. It express myself without, really offending the people around me.
Right.
Discuss politics and stuff like that with my family. They're always like, no, it's really this way, it's really that way. But when I talk to people in the chat, they understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might not like the orange potato in the White House. You guys let me express things. It might irritate, one particular person, like the orange potato, but he gets it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gets the fact that it's not because he's president, it's because I just don't like the man in general.
Yeah, he's not everybody's cup of tea, he was my last choice as far as anything. As far as I picked every other candidate ahead of him. I even voted for Ted Cruz in the Texas primaries, but that's but better than Hillary.
I admit I voted for Bernie, and then once Bernie wasn't on the ballot, I voted for Hillary, only because I wanted someone with political experience in office. Wasn't because she had a vagina. I don't give a shit what your genitals are. If you have the experience, I'll vote for you.
Well, certainly when it comes to the Chaos 120 group, we take all kinds. We're a mixed bag. We certainly are not one of these groups that everybody's, you know, uh, that everybody agrees on everything. But the one thing that we do agree on is that we're cool with each other and we work well together as far as streaming with each other. I think that that's one of the things that has been you know, kind of a good surprise, is that you've worked so well with the group, and so
I was surprised that I got along with all y'all because I was listening to y'all for just a few nights before I got thrown a hangout, and I'm like, these guys all love the orange potato. What the fuck?
yeah, we're Chaos 120. The Chaos 120 group is not a monolith. We certainly have a lot of, like I said, we have a lot of differing opinions on a lot of things, but even so, we still get along, and that's a cool thing that I like about that. And certainly when it comes to content on our own individual channels, we seem to be fairly eclectic. We seem to be, like I said, a mixed bag of a lot of things. And for the next few minutes, kind of get me an idea of what your how you began your channel, what you normally do on your channel, and certainly where you would like to see your channel in the near future.
Well, I admit I haven't done much on my channel. I I didn't do anything with it for a very long time until a few months ago. Pretty much the very first video I put up is a video on my channel called Hell's Gate Bridge in Oxford, Alabama. That actually has the most views. I'm so surprised. Last I looked, it was about 155.
Excellent. Hey, you know,
creepy stuff. I'm into hauntings and stuff like that. So, you know, apparently the legend is that someone, they say that if you go there around sunset, which I was going around sunset,
this is the bridge video you're talking about, right?
that if you turn around and look behind your shoulder at the bridge, that it looks like the gates of hell. The legend said, and no, it doesn't look like the gates of hell. But it is, you know, you can feel some ominousness there.
Yeah, I don't know much about the supernatural, you know, as far as that goes. But there are certain places I've experienced myself on Earth that have kind of more of a gravity than other places. I don't know if there's any sort of scientific explanation behind that, or it's purely a supernatural kind of thing. But I did enjoy that video. That was kind of a nice little thing that you put together. Death Roken says spooky.
I plan on doing some interviews. I was supposed to do an interview at the last Pokemon Community Day, but it got rained out. This coming month, when they do it, I can do some interviews. It'll be me and Roxy.
Awesome.
And, you know, we're just gonna find out, you know, to Pokemon, why do they still do it if they don't like Pokemon? Most of them, I'm pretty sure, are gonna say, my kids. Community days and, you know, things like that. Channel, I just, it's gonna be sporadic stuff. Like, I've got one that has me 6 and motorcycle awareness, because I had a friend get hit on his motorcycle.
Yeah. You've also started doing after hours stream yourself.
Yeah. If I'm in the mood or I'm awake enough and can't sleep, type deal, just like you do your oily midnights.
Mm-hmm. So, what has your experience been so far? As far as that, have you been getting the kind of guest panels that you want? I know it's a late start.
Regulars.
Yeah.
I get you. I get Scooby. I get Irving or Jeff Goldblum. Tried almost every fucking time. You know, anybody I don't really know yet. I'm trying actually to. I want to do a stream one night, maybe a Sunday or something. Um, we normally stream, try and get like maybe Ranting Monkey or get Scribe Light because I talk to him on occasion on Twitter.
Funny you should mention that. I think I'm going to be on Lords of the Night tonight, so I will mention that to them if they would like
Um,
to
yes,
just to do it like a stream with you.
be great. 'Cause just them alone would get all of us going a bit.
Yeah, yeah. I like streaming with those guys because they're funny, they're charismatic, and I think that it would be a really interesting thing having the combination between their
And
chemistry
yours.
and yours, and yeah, it'll be cool. That's something that I'd tune into. So
I'd
as
like to. Will say that um, you could probably discuss this with Scooby, but proxy host if anyone can't or is too sick to.
yeah, yeah. There's we're always kind of in need of that sort of thing because um, we can't always predict the future, of course, and we don't know exactly, if somebody is, if something in their life changes and we have to shift things around, and if there's a spot open, then we kind of need somebody to jump up and take the reins, and we can't always rely on our on our current lineup of hosts to be able to shift and take up that slack. That's why that's why regulars like yourself and Irving and Cass and a lot of other people, that's why you guys are so important because if the need should be, we can turn to you, and yeah, I think it's certainly comforting to have you and others in your same position there, um, because
Because he's every Monday he's at least 30 fucking minutes late.
yeah, yeah. So we're talking about Burnside here. He works most of the week, so it's kind of makes it interesting as far as he's usually fairly late, but he does get days off, and Monday is usually his days off. And if he doesn't have Monday off, then I fill in for him, and normally anyway. But if I should not be able to, then it's good to have Terra here to jump in, and it's also advantageous. I'll point this out because Terra knows the people that regularly watch our shows, so she already has that built-in name recognition and that built-in chemistry.
Yeah.
So we're coming up on the last couple of
After
minutes.
hours, I usually get Malevolent, I get Death. Of course, I get my brother. I throw him onto the stream when it's.
Yeah, we're coming up on
Which,
the,
by the way, my brother is an American Celt.
American Celt. Yeah, keep an eye out for him. He's a wily one. We're coming up on the last about minute and a half here. So if you have any final thoughts, Terra Synn, let her rip.
Um, my final thoughts. Please help me buy stuff from my Etsy store. Help me out with Patreon. I really, really need the money so I can, sell these purses and go to more and meet up with Scooby, Diogenes, Ajax, mainly Burnside.
Her Mr. B. Yeah. Well, I want to thank you very much, Terra, for joining me here on this inaugural Chaos 120 interviews on the Chaos 120 group channel, and I want to thank everybody that stopped in and check this out. Thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting the Chaos 120 group, and certainly thank you for supporting Terra Synn. Her pertinent information is in the description, so click away and help this young woman out. I guess this is it from Chaos 120 land. Again, thank you for being here, and I think this is going to be a good little series, and certainly Terra Synn, thank you for being my first guest.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. And I guess we're going to take off right here. So everybody have a wonderful Saturday evening.